To go on to the next speaker, which is Asian Forum for Human Rights and Development. You have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. President. Forum Asia, in solidarity with Equality Myanmar and Burma Partnership, welcomes the Special Rapporteur's report. It is timely in expressing concerns over the sign of serious regression in Burma Myanmar's reform process. Despite early positive steps in the last few years, the continuing persistence of grave human rights violations and further deterioration in recent months cast doubts on the government's commitment to reforms. We echo the Special Rapporteur's concern over the increasingly restrictive democratic space in Burma Myanmar. We strongly condemn indiscriminate and violent attacks in Lebanon against those present at peaceful student protests, including journalists and paramedics on 10th March, even as this council was in session. Besides violations of freedom of assembly and association, new media laws continue to impose undue restrictions on freedom of expression. The government must immediately repeal or amend all laws that place undue restrictions on these freedoms in line with international human rights standards. All political prisoners must be released, and charges against those awaiting trials must be dropped. Existing constitutional provisions and new restrictive regulations threaten free and fair elections this year. We urge the government to immediately initiate legislative reforms and constitutional amendments that allow all Burma Myanmar's people to equally exercise their right to political participation in accordance with international electoral standards. There is an urgent need to address discrimination and ongoing violations against ethnic and religious minorities, including the Rohingyas. The National Race and Religion Protection Bills must be withdrawn. Hate speech must be rejected officially and condemned, while all perpetrators are fully held to account. Lastly, we note with disappointment that the Myanmar National Human Rights Commission has failed to address chronic and gross violations in the country. There is an urgent need for the Commission's enabling law to be amended to ensure full compliance with the Paris Principles. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you.